Okay, good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 17th of Sivan. We're in Chayenu, in chapter 6, Shar Yichud Ve'emunah, Shar HaYichud Ve'emunah, and we're on page 98. You're following along inside. In today's lesson, you should realize that Havayah, Yud Kevavke is Elokim. There's none else. What do we think when we say Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad? Hashem Elokeinu, God is our God. Like, how does that make sense? Look inside. This is going to explain exactly what that means. Having established that two names of Hashem are responsible, respectively, for creating expression and concealment, Havayah being expression, Elokeinu, Elokim being concealment, it emerges that they're just as united as one, so are their functions. How do they seem separate? Only to us. They're not separate whatsoever. Everything is Hashem. Behine, miskalu samidos boy zay v'zay nira la'ayin de'ihu v'gamo yichad shemidosav. So when we say that even though they have opposite seemingly attributes, skill sets, jobs, whatever you might call them, causations, it's evident that these attributes are truly one. Meaning the expression, creative expression, and concealment. Since they are in complete unity with Hashem, they therefore unite with each other and are comprised of each other. Maimer Eliyahu, Antu the kosher loin, yachid loin v'chulu, var minach leis yichuda b'iloi. Eliyahu Hanavi said, and you are he who binds them, meaning the spheros and the attributes. He binds them together and unites them, and apart from you, Hashem, there's no unity among those attributes above. So the Alter Rebbe is going to say a little later that since the divine name Elokim, which we said yesterday was the same gematria as Hatava nature, signifies the attribute of tzimtzum and concealment because we don't see God within nature. It's beautiful, by the way. The attacks and the mission carried out by Israel was so precise that even the Israeli reporters had to say it was a miracle. One reporter put on a yarmulke and said, Mizmor l'Seida. Amazing. So oftentimes Hashem's miracles are concealed. Where else do we have miracles, Chaim? In Iran, the story of Purim, right? But in that story, Hashem is concealed. Shem Elokim, concealment. And we have to recognize that it's truly Hashem behind it all. But we realize and we have to recognize that it's that the name Elokim is the same and one with the name Havayah. This then is the meaning of the pasuk, and take into your heart that Havayah is Elokim. So when we say Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, they're both one. That's exactly what we're talking about here. Concerning this pasuk, the question was asked in the first chapter. Would it occur to you that there is Hashem soaking in the waters beneath the earth so that it's necessary to caution so strongly and negate this thought by stating that one should take it to heart? Shita, it's obvious. Well, not so obvious, but maybe if you learn Cheded, you learn Tanya, we know. That is to say that these two names are actually one. Although Havayah represents Chesed and revelation, and Elokim represents Tzimtzum, contraction and concealment, nevertheless they're one. Here in this world, this dark world, we can't correspond to that. We can't understand that. But for Hashem, it's all one. Light and dark is one. Up and down. We have gravity. If you're running forward, you can't be running backward at the same time. When it comes to Shem Havayah, they could do that. So when God is contracting his light and hiding in plain sight, he's also responsible for creation and has the quality of chesed, just like the name Havayah. Mishum Shemidaisav Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Maybe what we said yesterday. Maybe if you're being strict on your kid and you're saying, listen, you have to do this, and you know that it's for the kid's benefit. But it's really hard to be kind and strict at the same time. Can't do that. You're either strict or you're kind. You could say that the strictness is also kindness, but it's hard to say to do that. It's hard to do it at the same time. But that's what Hashem does all the time. And not necessarily strictness, but concealment. The attributes of Hashem are unified and completely one. That He and His names are one. And if so, once we understand that Elokim is one with Havayah, then we'll know that in the heavens and below, there's nothing else besides Hashem. Perush. Shegama Oretz. Hachuris. Shenireis. Yesh Gamur Le'ein Koil. He ayin ve'efes mamash legabe Kadosh Baruch Hu. So the Hebrew phrase means that even the material earth, the world, which appears to everyone's eyes to be existing, we're touching something, we're holding the chair, we're holding yourself. Do you feel it? Yes. It actually is nothing. It's utter nothing compared to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The name Elokim obscures and contracts the light and life force only for the creatures that are in existence, in order for them to perceive as if they have an independent entity, and even to feel physically. We feel yourself, pinch yourself. That's the way we feel. So that's the job of Elokim, to conceal godliness so that we feel like we are independent. But not when it comes to the perspective of God. Hence the name Elokim, Hashem Echad, it's only one, and the name Elokim cannot possibly act as a concealment from Him, from His perspective. Like you cannot hide in front of yourself. You need somebody else to stand in front of you to hide. So Elokim and Havayah are the same thing. So everything on the earth below is nothing compared to Hashem. They're not called by any other name. Not even by the name Oid, something else. No. It's like there's God and then there's something else. No, there's nothing else. Ein Oid. As in the statement of our sages, Yehuda, there's a verse in the Torah requires secondary oid, substantiation from the customs of the land of Yehuda. So we see that from the term oid, it signifies secondary status. That's to say, ein oid mavadei, there is nothing else besides HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now we understand what that means. Did you know what that means before you learned this? Ein mavadei, it's only Hashem. What it actually means is there's no other existence besides Hashem. The existence that we sense is only because Elokim wants us to sense that. So it's not a true reality. We thus see that the term Oid signifies secondary status. This too is the case with the body, which is subordinate to the soul and the life force within it. For which reason it's referred to as Oid. And this is the meaning of the pasuk. I will praise Havayah with my life, meaning with my soul, and I will sing to Elokai, my Lord, or Oidi, meaning with my body. So we see that the body is termed Oid in as much as it is subservient to the soul. The reason the term Elokim is used in connection with the body's song is like this. Shachayim nimshachim mishem Havayah va'oid shu aguf hatafel mishem Elokim. For the life, meaning the soul, is derived from the name Havayah. It's a portion of God. And the oid, which is additional, is the body, which is subordinate from the name. It comes from the name Elokim, where godliness is hidden. We thus see that the body is nullified in relation to the soul, to the extent of oid, meaning it is subordinate to it. It is not, however, nullified out of existence in relation to the soul. The reason is the soul does not bring the body into existence, something from nothing. It only provides, the soul provides the body with life. The body is therefore called oid. Without the soul, it wouldn't live. So it's called secondary. When it comes to the Eibishter, when it comes to God, He brings everything into existence, something from nothing. Since He's the one, the soul didn't bring the body into existence. The body didn't bring the soul into existence. But Hashem brought everything into existence. So everything is absolutely nullified in relation to Hashem, just as the light of the sun is absolutely nullified inside the sun. So the takeaway for today, Gevurah, we see miracles in Eretz Yisrael, and we have miracles in creation. Everything is a miracle. A merger of the two attributes of Chesed, which is kindness, Havayah, and Gevurah, which is restraint, Elokim. The divine energy sustains the world, which is Havayah. However, that energy is not felt, so that the material and limited world is not overwhelmed by the infinite nature of the godly energy, and also we're able to have free choice to choose to do good. Let's choose good, let's choose life by doing every mitzvah that we possibly can to help make this world a better and brighter place, and the wars and the galus, and bring true peace into the entire world. Have a wonderful Shabbos, everyone. Please keep saying Tehillim and Eretz Yisrael, and do a mitzvah for Israel. And we'll see you, Mr. Shem, after Shabbos. Have a good Shabbos.